Teddington Lock. I live about 3 miles downstream at Richmond, and I used to live upstream at Tags Island on a houseboat, and I had a rowing boat which I really enjoyed using, and I had nothing down here for a long time. And then I thought I want to get back on the river, so I bought a little inflatable kayak, little one-man job, and it was fantastic. It brought me back on the river and I absolutely loved it. My wife then bought me a very beautiful two-man kayak, and I suddenly saw that the touring possibilities with this were huge. So I decided to do a trip from the source back to here. I was going to do it with a couple of friends, but I needed to do a recce first for my own peace of mind, to know what it was like, because I've never done anything like this before, and I just thought I'm going to have a crack at this. I didn't do any planning. I just got myself together with the boat, and because a friend of mine, Tony, said that you really ought to record some of this, I decided that I needed a little bit of help. So you'll see what I used to get me down the river, and also free my hands up to do a little bit of filming. And this is how it looks. This is my boat, itiwit two-man kayak. And I thought on a journey of this length that I'm going to need a little help. So I decided to construct a transom, and this is the backrest, and then the transom bolts into that, and I then moved that into the boat itself, gave it a little paint job to keep the water out of it, and this slides into the back, which I then sit on, and the luggage rack fits on there, the transom goes onto that, the back plate goes in straight onto that and bolts together, then the seat on top, so my weight and that keeps it all down, and there is the Minn Kota 30-pound thrust electric motor, and that is driven by a deep cycle marine battery, and that would last me a good 12 hours. It sits neatly in this box, which has an on-off switch, a kill switch, power meter, 2 USBs to charge the phone and camera, and a 12-volt socket to pump the boat up. We drove from Richmond up to Cricklade, that being the first part of the Thames with water in it. These are the locks that go right the way down to Teddington. This part of the water, which is literally just outside Cricklade, is a little slip, and he's just deep enough, it was then in July, to put the boat with my luggage for a week and some food to keep me going. We've got a little cooking gear as well in there, strapped on the motor and set off.
Which way is it?
Bye, darling. I love you.
Too, Angel. God, this is so heavy.
Bye now, you all right? Check your phone, won't you? Love you. Bye.
So this is the first navigable part of the Thames. I'm drifting into the trees here because I'm hand holding this. Back there, started back there, Cricklade. Now gently coming through. It's very narrow. Well, as you can see, I'm jammed under a tree. This is about the third tree I've been jammed under. I've managed to climb over several of them. This one I think I can get round. Pretty blocked there. I've been having to get out of the boat and carry the boat over everything, and I've got, this is the problem, this keeps getting caught in all the bushes, but I've literally had to climb out and get in the water. Okay, I'm just videoing this because I'm actually stuck. I've come through the gap here, and I actually have got to find my way through this little tiny gap here to get myself out into there, but it's really tight and I don't want to puncture the boat. Well, I thought I was on a wide part of the river. I was. It was wide and there were ducks and swans, and now look at me. I'm now beached in the reeds. I've been stinging nettles. I've been attacked by trees and branches, logs under the water. So it looks like I've got to get out now on this reed bed and get myself honest. 1 minute the river's wide, then it disappears. Blimey, I don't know where I am, and I don't know how long it's taken me. I think I'm only about 3 miles from where I left set off. I don't know. And it's raining now. Oh my Lord. That was so hard coming down from Crick Lake. That was really, really hard. I never had to get out of the boat so many times and carry it over logs, through rushes. I'm absolutely knackered. I have no idea what the time is, I don't care. But there is no bank here. There is no bank anywhere where you can just moor up, pitch a tent and have a cup of tea. You can't do it, there's nothing here. It's all like this, it's all, yeah, like this. It all reeds. Anyway, I'm going to put the phone away because I know I'm going to drop it. There we go. Bye bye. And drifting off. Oh my God. Yes, it's my legs. After hours of paddling, I don't know where I am, but the starting, that is the first bit of bank I have seen. I wish that aeroplane would go away. I'm going backwards here. This is spin me round. Still don't know where I am. I haven't looked. I've been rowing for seemingly hours now. The little legs off, wet and cold. But oh my God! Listen. Gonna bump into the bank. Morning, day two. Day two, of which I chickened out of the camping on the first night only because I was absolutely soaked from the rain and all my bags were wet, and I really didn't fancy putting the tent up in the rain. Anyway, so I found, I'm just going to spin this round if I can find it. And there we go. This is, so the boat's moored up here. I've just loaded it all up. It was all in my hotel room last night, so that takes about an hour to get all that loaded up. The difficulty also was that they were plastering the room, the outside of the room, so pebble dashing it. And so I had to work around them. Anyway, look, there's the Riverside Hotel in Lechlade, which I had hoped was further downstream than I originally thought. However, I'm here. So I'm going to motor the first part of the way because there's a lock coming up and I just want to get through that. Okay. First lock, going down. Okay, so I was having a nice gentle engine down the down the river, down the motorway, down the river, to Marla, playing on the speaker, lovely. And as you can see, I suddenly realised I was thinking, dumb cop here, done everything right, except put the water gap, the bung basically, at the back of the boat in. So I was sitting there very gently going through down the river, sinking. So I pulled it up very quickly on the first bit of bank I could find, and I am now stung by every nettle on the Thames bank. And I don't think I've lost anything, and the boat's okay. So I shall repack and restart. At last, I've stopped for a cup of tea. Okay, I'm hiding under this lovely canopy of trees for the moment because that has been chasing me. Now I don't know if it's stopped or it's going away, but I really don't want to have that catch me up. So I'm just waiting to see which way it's going. It started to rain, now it's eased off. But that's a horrible cloud. And I think there's more in the other direction as well. So I'm going to stick my nose out in a minute and see what happens. Just done another lock and risking the phone over the edge of the boat. Lovely tranquil part of the river now. The rain stopped, thank goodness. I got wet doing the lock, but that was all. And it was, I can't remember the name of the lock now, I'll have to look it up later. It's just, there's not a sound out here except for this little motor burbling away. It's just a beautiful thing. Oh, except for the plane coming over on cue. Pants are drying. Right, just come through the lock. Sorry, I can't get the camera any higher. I can't miss the pants. They're getting dry in the sun, but I just came out of that lock, and the lady of the lock, who was very nice, suggested that I stay at the Trout Inn, which is coming up soon, because all the campsites are still shut due to COVID. There is no campsite open down here. She had a campsite, not allowed to have guests. I don't understand that. You can go in a hotel, but you can't go in the outside. I don't get it. Don't get it. Anyway, heading for the Trout. End of day two. Disappointing. Only in as much that I'm in a hotel. Very nice. Very nice. But I should be camping. I had very nice people let me moor my boat up against their narrowboat, which is broken down. And they've been here for a week waiting for a spare part. Anyway, so they've let me moor my boat, so I've left a lot of my stuff on the boat, which is really good. So hopefully I can just load up the few odd things, including that monstrous battery, which is brilliant, which is charging at this moment, which is the other good reason for coming here, is to charge the battery, which is really good. But it seems to be running very well. And I'm just waiting for my legs to calm down from tromping in all the stinging nettles whilst trying to save my sinking boat through nobody's fault but my own. A learning curve? Yep, and I didn't, yeah, curves being the word. I've never seen so many curves in a river. This river has not got a straight line in it anywhere. It goes, and tomorrow I noticed it goes east for a fairway, but then it starts to it goes north 4 miles. And also, slightly disheartening, I thought it was 97 miles, of which I've only done 24 in the 2 days, when I should have done 40. It's actually 130 miles to Teddington. So I'm a bit scuppered. And unfortunately I'm moving further and further away from Richmond for Paul Beck to come pick me up. It would be almost the same length of journey as it was to drop me off. So I'm sorry about that. Okay. No. Day 3, just setting off past these lovely boats here. Absolutely gorgeous people helped me get everything loaded up. I was moored to their boat, and instead of pants today, look, we've got a GoPro set up. Whether I'll ever get to switch it on or not, I don't know, but at least it's set up. Should have done that on day 1, but there you go. We're already, things are getting better every day. I just wanted to do this. I don't want to stop and film because I'm enjoying the rowing, but there is I'm on this river now. It's 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that, and there is nobody around. It is completely and utterly silent. It is the most glorious. Connect this bank now. And actually what it's doing is basically turning me round. So showing me where I've just come from. I'm now going backwards. I'm going backwards down the river. And the river's over there somewhere. So I better turn myself round. Well, the current's just the river is just taking me now. And so many places down the river, I'll show you this, I can see it. There are these I think they're gun emplacements. They look like gun emplacements. So I guess, I'd need to check this, but I guess they were built in the war, presumably. Thinking the Germans were going to come up the river, or whoever's going to come up the river. But they're every, I don't know, 5 miles? No, less. Every 3 miles. Just come through Shuffleford Lock, and this is all a nature reserve through here. And there should have been a campsite somewhere. But I can see nothing, nada. Not a campsite anywhere to be seen, and there's nowhere, again, as usual, to moor. The banks are so high. And I want a cup of coffee. Actually managed to find a space to make a cup of coffee. Of course there's an ant's nest and there's duck crap everywhere, but apart from that it's gorgeous. First bit of lunch, whoops, avocado, cheese, tomato, just moored in this lovely spot. Look at this, lovely. And there's the lock I should go through after lunch. after a bit of a relax. Do some egg and bacon after this. Oh, lunch by the river. Oh, first camp. First camp, just taking the tent down after coming home to here, home, on this little boat here, being towed. So it's about 5:30 in the morning. A cup of tea's on the brew. It's 6:57 in the morning, and that's where I was moored overnight. And now, well, I can turn the boat round the other way. We will be going in this direction. Oh, nice house. There we go. Home is that way. Eggs again. I've had avocado and tomato in olive oil, and now I'm just doing a few little beanies here while my friends here are waiting for something for me to give them. There you go. And then I'm going to have a nice little snooze, and that would be lovely. Well, this is where it all ends. That's Shilling Bridge, and that's approximately 62 miles from the start of that. So, moored up here for the night. And there she is. Thank you, Pope. I feel a bit of a failure, really, a little bit. It's 8 days for me, really, to do this, I would say. And maybe later on I'll do it. But 4 was ambitious, 5 was okay, 6 better, 8 I think is possibly the minimum for me. But anyway, I've met some phenomenal people, really nice, and seen some wonderful things. I'd like to have finished it though, really. Just have got there. Great though, it was really good.